Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Joe Sacco's War on Gaza, published by Fantagraphics, and originally published in installments in the Comics Journal. So this is the collection of his cartoons, all about the current war in Gaza. Now, I'll say, I've read a lot of Joe Sacco's previous work, and I don't necessarily agree with everything he has to say, but he's a creator that I kind of want to see what he has to say. Even if I disagree, I still want to see. But this is an interesting read. One, this is history that is currently going on. Reacting to almost news as it's hitting. So I would say time for reflection isn't the same as maybe going back and discussing things from decades ago. So I think it's an interesting release in that it is almost a combo of political cartoons and graphic journalism, chronicling what's going on between Israel and Gaza from the perspective of Joe Sacco. Now, I don't. Yeah, I think it is a very interesting read. There's nothing to me out of it that's super controversial. Nothing to me seems to be stretches of history or what's going on at all. It's a pretty, I think, straightforward, even-handed take as to what's going on. Focused on a very specific part of it, and I think that will probably be where most of the criticism comes from. He and this is really about the execution of that war. It doesn't really discuss the lead up to it. It doesn't discuss the history. It doesn't discuss any of that. It's just straight up, really kind of more of a focus on the hypocrisy, the double standards, the you have nations claiming that they're for people, they're for democracy, they're for free speech when they are brutally murdering people, when they're shutting down free speech. It's the actions do not match the words, and I think that's really kind of the takeaway from this. It's not so much about the nitty-gritty details of this many people hurt or this many people killed, or what led up to it on October 7th, or any of that. That's not really, to me, the point of this, or comes off as the point of it. It is more of focused on the leadership of Israel, the leadership of the United States, and how much just bullshit was spewed through this, and you just kind of unchecked aggression afterwards. To me, I think that's really interesting. I mean, it doesn't even kind of go into details as to specifically what Israel is doing. It's not that type of thing where you could get into the debate of they dropped one bomb, that would have been okay. They dropped 10,000. That's not even the point of this. It's just more of a there's interesting observations. Let's go with that, about these nations and what they say they stand for and what their actions actually show. To me, I think that's really kind of the underlying point of this, and it's interesting. Some of the art is very visceral. It'll hit you. There's a lot of satire and just needling the administrations. To me, it's interesting. Some of it uses words of individuals. I kind of wish maybe there was more info as to specifically where some of these quotes came from, just so people can double check it. But it's Joe Sacco style, and I think there's a wry humor to it, a sly humor to it, and a heavy truth to it as well. So yeah, I will always say I don't necessarily agree with everything Sacco says. But I want to hear it and I want to read it, and I think this is a really interesting mix again of political cartoons and graphic journalism, and a lot of what is brought up here I think is well deserved, and we'll hopefully get readers to think. So very interesting, very very interesting stuff. You can go check this out. This is out in shops We've got a link beneath our video. Put in your zip code to tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so you get a small percentage. By doing that, you help support our site. So thank you so much. And just watch our video, support us as always, so thank you as well. If you're into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.